The IF has launched 6 raids on separate sites in the Gaza Strip, according to local reports. The IDF confirmed the strikes on Twitter, saying, "A short while ago, IF fighter jets struck Hamas terror targets in northern Gaza. 4 of the targets were buildings and terror infrastructure in a military compound and 3 more were in a weapons production facility." The strikes were conducted in response to the heavy machine gun fire that targeted the city of Sderot, southern Israel, and numerous shooting attacks throughout the day. Related articles. U.S. blocks UN probe into Gaza killings amid fears of further clashes. Russia blames Trump for Gaza massacre as Israel attack sees 60 dead. Hamas is solely responsible for the events transpiring in and out of Gaza and is accountable for all terrorist activity emanating from Gaza targeting Israeli civilians and Israeli sovereignty. The IDF is prepared to continue fulfilling its mission to ensure Israeli civilians' security and sense of security. Video footage of what is thought to be the strikes shows the night sky light up and the sound of a powerful explosion. There are also reports of drones circling the area. Gaza airstrikes Israel-Palestine IF explosions Israeli Air Force Getty. The news comes after violence in Gaza when 59 Palestinians were killed by Israeli gunfire. 1 person is said to be injured, but this is unconfirmed. A Middle East reporter for The Times said, 2 explosions in Gaza shook my hotel room in Gaza City. Sounded like airstrikes but I'm not sure. Unclear what the target was. Washington Post correspondent Aaron Cunningham said, 2 large explosions in Gaza right now. They followed a series of 4 other explosions that started around 12:45 am, apparent airstrikes. The news comes after violence in Gaza when 59 Palestinians were killed by Israeli gunfire and 770 wounded. Gaza airstrikes Israel-Palestine IF explosions Israeli Air Force Getty. Palestinians were protesting the decision by Donald Trump to move the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem. Palestinians were protesting the decision by Donald Trump to move the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Demonstrators, some armed with slingshots, hurled stones at the Israeli security forces, who fired volleys of tear gas and intense rounds of gunfire. One protester said, "Today is the big day when we will cross the fence and tell Israel and the world we will not accept being occupied forever. Many may get martyred today, so many, but the world will hear our message. Occupation must end." Mr. Trump was also condemned in Washington, where dozens of protesters blocked Pennsylvania Avenue, which links the White House and the Capitol building, for about 2 hours in front of the Trump International Hotel.